Imagine hiking deep in the mountains, no signal, no phone, no help in sight, and suddenly your watch becomes your lifeline. No, this isn't science fiction. This might just be your reality in 2025, thanks to the Apple Watch Ultra 3. Apple isn't just building a smartwatch anymore, they're crafting a survival tool that's smarter, stronger, and more independent than ever before. So buckle up, because what's coming might just redefine what's strapped to your wrist. The Apple Watch Ultra lineup has always stood as Apple's rugged champion, durable, premium, and packed with features for adventurers and athletes alike. But after a relatively quiet upgrade last year, basically just a darker titanium finish, Apple seems ready to shake things up, and if the leaks and reports are true, the Ultra 3 might just be the boldest step forward in Apple's wearable history. Let's start with one of the most exciting and potentially life-saving features: satellite connectivity. Right now, if your iPhone dies or you're far off grid, your Apple Watch loses a lot of its magic. But with the Ultra 3, that could all change. Apple is reportedly working on direct-to-satellite messaging, meaning you could send emergency texts from your wrist even in the middle of the ocean, deep in the woods, or halfway up Everest. It's like turning your wrist into a satellite phone, minus the bulky antenna. If this sounds familiar, it's because Apple already introduced satellite OS with the iPhone. Now imagine that freedom packed into something smaller than a deck of cards, always strapped to your arm. That's huge for hikers, sailors, and folks who like to accidentally wander off the trail. But that's not all. 5G is also coming to the Ultra 3. And we're not talking regular phone-style 5G. This is 5G optimized for wearables, meaning better speeds, stronger connections, and more seamless updates and cloud syncs on the go. Perfect for anyone who hates waiting for their workouts to load or their GPS to catch up when they're already halfway through a run. And of course, a real upgrade wouldn't be complete without some under-the-hood horsepower. The Ultra 3 is expected to feature a next-gen Apple S10 chip, maybe even something newer. That means faster performance, smoother animations, smarter health tracking, and maybe most importantly, better battery management. Apple might not scream about their watch chips the way they do about iPhone silicon, but these upgrades matter. You'll feel the difference every time you flick your wrist. Speaking of battery life, let's talk charging. Fast charging is already on the menu, but Apple wants to push it even further. Think 80% in under 30 minutes, which is a dream for those of us who rely on our watches for all-day tracking and nighttime sleep analysis. A quick charge while you shower. Boom, ready for the next 24 hours. Now let's get to the display, because what's the point of all these features if you can't see them clearly? The Ultra 3 could be getting a wide-angle OLED display, which means better brightness at awkward angles and improved outdoor visibility, perfect for those sun-blasted hikes or mid-run glances. Apple might also bump the refresh rate, giving smoother animations, especially for the always-on display. Some whispers even hint at micro tech in the future, though that might not land until 2026. And here comes the big question: blood pressure monitoring. Apple's been working on this forever, and 2025 might finally be the year it arrives if they can nail the accuracy. The challenge: making it non-invasive, cuff-free, and reliable across all skin tones and wrist shapes. It's tricky, but if anyone can do it, it's Apple. And if it makes the cut, it's going to be a game changer, giving users real-time health data that could literally save lives. Design-wise, don't expect a complete makeover. The Ultra 3 will likely keep the bold, rugged look it's known for, but we may see some subtle improvements, like a more customizable action button, possibly with haptic feedback. Nothing dramatic, but enough to make everyday use feel more intuitive. And yes, let's circle back to battery life, because the Ultra series already impresses with around 36 hours. But with a more efficient chip, smarter power handling, and WatchOS 11, Apple could push toward 48 hours of standard use. That's the full days without reaching for a charger, especially helpful if you're off-grid, on a weekend adventure, or just forgetful like the rest of us. Now, let's talk software. The Ultra 3 will ship with WatchOS 11, and this version is shaping up to be Apple's most health-centric yet. We're talking about eye-powered workout suggestions, sleep apnea detection, deeper sleep tracking, and real-time health alerts. Combined with the new hardware, it creates a wearable ecosystem that feels less like a gadget and more like a personal coach, health monitor, and adventure guide, all rolled into one. So, is the Apple Watch Ultra 3 worth waiting for? If even half of these features make it into the final version: satellite messaging, blood pressure tracking, ultra-fast charging, and a brighter, smarter display, then yes, It's not just an upgrade, it's a transformation. Whether you're an athlete, a hiker, or someone who just appreciates the best in tech, 2025 could be the perfect time to leap into the Ultra ecosystem. And if you're still holding onto that original Ultra, or thinking of buying your first high-end smartwatch, the Ultra 3 might be the one to watch. Literally. If you found this breakdown helpful, hit that like button, subscribe for more deep tech dives, and let me know in the comments, what feature are you most excited for? And before you go, check out these videos right here for more on the latest Apple tech, smartwatch comparisons, and 2025's biggest gadget launches. Thanks for watching. Stay smart, stay curious.